Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another Heroscape opening. We are doing the Embers of War. Greatbow Archers and Scions of Icaria, or Saria, or Scions of Icaria. You get the idea. And I'll be honest with you, this is actually one of my more look forward to sets. The dragons, especially like this one, they look a little kiddish, I don't know. But these Greatbow Archers I think are pretty cool, you know. Have an entire sect or whatever you want to call them dedicated to the hunting of dragons and all that good stuff, so that's pretty cool. Really kind of more keeping up with the fantasy. I like it when they can really kind of have the core groups in Heroscape, the fantasies, yes, your favorite section, favorite panel, where they can have the historical units, the sci-fi, and the fantasy. I think those are kind of ticking the main boxes. Of course, unfortunately, the new Heroscape has completely gone away with historical, so we don't have historical. No representation there. And their sci-fi and fantasy are kind of blending together, like the pirates and other things. But this is one of the few sets I feel like this is actual fantasy, you know. It's not like, you know, Kiri with guns and all that stuff, which I'm not going to go into much into that, but yeah. So here we go. The Embers of War, Greatbow Archers, and Scions of Icaria. This will be actually the last one of this wave that I will be opening, so just a heads up, you can unsubscribe. No, I'm just kidding. Don't unsubscribe. Whoa. But yeah, please subscribe if you haven't, please. And like and share and all that good stuff. But yeah, here we go. Hope you guys are doing well. Oh yeah, oh buddy. Let's start with the lessers. We're gonna go with this little guy right here. In fact, let me actually see. Do they have separate cards, or are they all considered one squad? It looks like they're considered one squad. Okay, I thought they were going to be given different names, but apparently not. Okay, I'll leave off to the side. This is the Nilfium kind of little character. What's this? A small or something? A small 3, a small 4 maybe? I don't know. And of course we have the big Papa Nilfium here. The huge 12. So let's compare him to. Oh, he's about as tall as a medium 5, so maybe he's about medium 5 or so. That's a good sized dragon. He looks like he's holding a skull. Let's do that. Yeah, there we go. So there you go. There's that. And then we have the Braxis one. Unfortunately, I don't have Braxis here at this location. So I can focus, please. It's not wanting to focus. My poor, piss poor camera. There's a little bit of focus there. But yeah, basically the little Braxis dragon. And then the little Mimring one. Where's the little Charos one? Where's the little Charos one? There we go. There's a focus. He's eating something. Can't really tell what he's eating, like a fish or something. And then we have the Archers. I'm butchering putting these guys back in. These guys are some big monster dudes. I don't know, what are they? An 8? They are big. Let's get out the old size comparison. Okay, they're definitely taller than a Deathwalker 9000. So they're definitely larger than, they're about the size of a crow. I'm gonna say they're an 8. That is a good size archer right there. Look at that long bow. Look at that long bow. And then we got this too. We got his companion. Or her companion or whatever. They are some nice big figures. These are cool. These ones I was excited the most. These were the figures I was the most excited for when I saw the announcement. I was like, that's cool. I like that. So let's, oh my back. Okay, so we're gonna go with the little dragons. Baby dragons. There's the front. Again, a little kiddish. Especially the Braxis looking one. Don't really like that, but Whatever, whatever. They're pretty basic. Nothing too crazy, meta changing. I have no idea. I had no idea. I'm not commenting on that. Why would I comment on that? It has nothing to do with me. Okay, here we go. So, we've got the Jandar Greatbow Archers. And here we go. They are a large H. You better believe it. You better believe it. Let's not move this turn. Turn figure 4. Add 1 to the attack value. If so, we're going to add 2 to her attack value instead. Okay, so they're females. My apologies if I mislabeled. But yeah, that's some pretty hefty attack right there. You're going to get into the 5 range of attack. So pretty decent. I wish they had a little bit better stats. They have life 2, which I guess is pretty nice. I wish they had a little bit better stats, like 4 attack maybe. Maybe even 4 defense. But you can't win them all. You can't win them all. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like these Greatbow Archers. These ones are really cool. I'm dwelling on them a lot. But yeah, you often don't get a lot of the new, the cool stuff with the new waves that are coming out. It's okay, but it's not like, oh, I recognize that as Heroscape. It's just very, kind of similar or evocative of something. And you need some of those, right? You need some of those to kind of draw people in, but you don't have the Morrow species like you did with the OG Heroscape. You don't have the elves. You don't have the dragons, which, by the way, wasn't that Xanathris or whatever her name or its name was supposed to be the face of Heroscape? I don't know. Like Mimring was. You just don't have that with this new Heroscape. So these are pretty cool. I like them. They are definitely a win, and I would put them up with the OG Heroscape in terms of designs. But that's not something I usually say for the rest of with these Ask Ants like that. Anyway. So this concludes the current Heroscape wave. Thank you so much for joining me on this mini journey. Hope to open up more Heroscape in the future. Again, I'm recording this after the October 3rd reveal, so I'm not a fan of the G.I. Joe. Didn't really grow up with it as someone who followed it, so not going to be buying any of that, but there were some interesting sets that were revealed. Not a whole lot, I'll be honest with you, but that doesn't mean just because of first impressions, which is all I have right now, that I won't grow on me in the future. This stuff does grow on me. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, Heroscape on, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.